Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Archeage, and I was going to tell you a little story of something that happened to me yesterday, and it's probably one of the main reasons why people are just so bitter towards Archeage and Gamigo and what's happening with the game, basically. So yesterday I decided for the first time I was gonna go trade shipping, or I was gonna get a trading pack and I was gonna take it across the land to do that whole thing for the first time ever. So there is that one ship that takes you from one side to the other. Well, I decided to get on this ship, and I didn't know anything about what I was really doing. The only thing I knew is that I was given one of those little the captain's protection tickets. I was given that for free because that was a part of the quest for taking like your pack over. I wish I got footage of all this, because what happened was basically I got onto the ship and I was wondering why all these people were like on the side of the ladder, just kind of like holding on for dear life. And I'm like, why the hell are the people like just crowding around on the ladder? And there wasn't really a whole lot of seats left, so I was stuck having to just kind of just stand there and just kind of go with it. Me and one other person were just kind of standing there, just chilling. Here's where it gets interesting. Bunch of people show up. They're just driving alongside us with their little harpoon boat. And they were on our faction, by the way, so we're like the same faction. They decided to jump in front of the ship, and they were using the sails to basically like move us around. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing? So this is the first time I experienced this. So I'm like wondering what the hell's going on. And so they kept doing this over and over, and I'm just dodging out the sails. And I'm like, what the hell are they trying to do? And I thought they were just trolling. Eventually, they knocked me and that other person off the ship, and I'm just in the water. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I thought for sure that they were just like, you know, trollers just laughing at us like, ha ha ha, like they knocked me off the boat. I didn't expect them to do what they did, which was they went pirate and they murdered us both and took our trade packs. And I sat there and I was just like shocked as to what happened right there. Normally, I would be like, okay, that was fair game. He killed me legitimately. Fine, you can go ahead and take the trade pack. But I had a captain's protection thing on, and I was on that supposedly safe ship. And I found a funny thing. When I went on the forums and I started looking up if anybody went through this same thing, I found a few forum posts on this. But the one forum post that I ran across that really intrigued me was this one right here, where they're talking about the situation and how the captain's protection buff is not really protecting anybody when they get knocked off the damn ship. And this was a few months back. This is actually back in January that this was said. So hopefully they're doing something about this. But I mean, if they haven't done it in over 11 months, then there's probably not going to be anything happening. But this is what's said. This is from Karen Dash. So this is one of the community managers on the forums. So just a little update on the cargo ship post of mine. Blocking off the ladder is not an exploit. Okay, so that was one thing that I ran across when I saw those people on the thing. There was a bunch of people that were just like blocking it. And I'm like, I thought it was just funny. But that might have been the people that were a part of that group of assholes that came in to knock us off the boat. So basically, their tactic was to just block it off so that no one can climb up so that they can knock them off, basically. So that was basically the thing. Not an exploit, they said. Okay. Also, to take all possible seats is not an exploit. How are these things? I mean, I understand. Okay, I get it. I see, like, I mean, if they're taking the seats, whatever. But we're talking about how are they able to clip through the ship? But anyway, let's finish reading the rest of it. So regarding knocking players off the ship, we are in discussion with XL for the physics and collision mechanics that cause this. While we do feel that this is not in any way a fun experience, of course not, we do not feel this is an exploit. What? How is that not an exploit? Okay? Clipping the ship through the clipping the harpoon clipper in through the ship to make the sails throw you off the edge is not an exploit? What? what? And I feel like, honestly, if a little harpoon boat was gonna go in front of a ship that's like moving that fast, it should destroy the fucking ship. I mean, obviously, that's common sense. A little harpoon boat should get their asses obliterated if they're in front of that ship. Like, what? So it's not an exploit. And, you know, that just made me think, you know what? I'm never going to move a trade pack again. that pretty much just went right through my head. I'm just going to stay on my little lily pad with my fishing rod, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do for make gold from now on. But that shit, like, I was really shocked that this is actually not even seen as an exploit. You know, that's something that I know now why people are so bitter and angry towards, you know, what's happening with this game. But yeah, so anyway, so I lost 26 gold. It wasn't a big deal. I got my 26 gold right back at my little lily pad, so it doesn't even matter. But I mean, it's the principle of the whole thing. How is that not considered an exploit is just mind-boggling. And I feel like at the least, the ship, the protection ship, quote unquote, should at least blow up the damn ship that's trying to block it off. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, that's so ridiculous that somebody could like ram a ship like through the boat and make people fall off. That's nonsense. But anyway, this is my little rant of what happened yesterday. I'm still pretty bitter towards it. I'm probably not gonna trade pack at all because of it. Like, it was a bad experience. Like, it was a really bad experience. I feel like I physically got raped in the game. Like, it just like kind of traumatized me. So now it got me to the point where I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna fish on my safe little lily pad for the rest of my life if I have to, just to upgrade my damn gear because my gear is all fucked up. But anyway, that's it with this whole thing. Leave a comment below if this has ever happened to you, and like, that's just so ridiculous. I'm still like, I don't know. It's gonna bother me for probably forever. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.